again, good morning class. This is Teacher Joker. For today, our subject is English and we're going to continue our review about the previous vocabulary. So are you ready class? Okay, I hope everybody's ready. So I'm now going to start. So before we start class with our lesson for today, let's have a review first on our vocabulary last time. So first is we have number 16, which is rowing. Rowing meaning is a sport of racing boat using oars. So if you're going to use that one in a sentence again, as what I've said before, you can say it as like this. His parents are always rowing. I love rowing with my friends. So this is what we call rowing. It's a kind of boating or racing boat using oar. When we see oar, it's this one class. Okay, that is what we call oar. Rowing is a kind of boat racing using an oar. And oar is this one. Okay, or this one. That is what we call oar. And this sport is what we call rowing. Understood? Okay, so 17 is muscle. Muscle are elastic tissue in our body. These are elastic tissue in our body. So in a sentence, if you're going to use muscle in a sentence, you can say he has got muscles. And everybody got muscle. I have a big muscle. And again, this is what we call muscles. These are elastic tissues in our body. Muscles. So number 18 is handstands. So handstands is an act of balancing on one's hands with one's feet in the air or against a wall. So both your hands are on the floor while your feet is in the air or in upward. Okay? So if we're going to use that one in a sentence, you can say I can do handstands. I can do handstands, or handstands is my favorite exercise. So this is what you call handstands class. Your both hands are on the floor while your feet is in the air. See, it's being upward, okay? Your two hands are on the floor while your feet is in the air. Okay? So this is what you call handstands. This is also considered an exercise. Number 19 is training. Training. When we say training, it's an activity where you can learn new skills or new things. So, for example, if you're a beginner in playing football, for example, you need to have a training. In that training, you're going to learn how to play football. Okay? So if you're going to use training in a sentence, you can say, I am having my training today at school. I am having my training today at school. The training is difficult. The training is difficult. So that is training. Okay, so what I've said a while ago, training is where you learn new skills. So if you don't know how to play football, for example, or soccer, you need to go for training. In that training, you're going to learn how to play such game, the football, volleyball, for example, or soccer. Okay? And your teacher in this training is what we call a coach. And number 20 is gymnastic. Gymnastic. When we say gymnastic, it's a physical exercise designed to develop strength. So as you can see in the picture over there, that is what we call gymnastic. It is designed to develop strength. So if we're going to use gymnastic in a sentence, we can use it as like this. I play gymnastic with my friends. We learn gymnastic at school. We learn gymnastic at school. So this is what we call gymnastic. It's a kind of aerobic activities also designed to develop our strength. So for today class, these are the vocabulary that we're going to learn. First is stretch. Stretch. Say it again. Stretch. 22 is culture. Culture. 23, ticket. Ticket. 24 is plan. Plan. 25 is souvenir shop. Souvenir shop. Again, stretch. Culture. Ticket. Plan. Souvenir shop. So when we say stretch, meaning strengthen. Okay, so you're going to strengthen the rubber, for example. So if you remember the rubber band, you can stretch that one, right? So as you can see in the picture, a rubber band can be stretched. Or our arms, both arms, you're going to stretch your both arms. So if you're going to use it in a sentence, you can say, I can stretch the rubber band. Or he can stretch his arms. So this is an example of stretch. Stretch your arms. Next is culture. Culture. Culture means it's the way of life of groups of people or the way they do things. Way of life. So for example, in a sentence, I love our culture, or this is our culture. So these are just some photos of Thai culture in Thailand. Next is we have your ticket. Ticket. So when we say tickets, it's just a small piece of paper given to passenger before traveling. So for example, you're going to another country. For example, you need to have a plane ticket so you can ride in a plane. Okay? Not only that, if you are going to take a bus, for example, from Bangkok going to Chonburi, you need to buy a bus ticket. Okay? So that is what we call ticket. So if we're going to use ticket in a sentence, I just got my ticket. Our ticket is cancelled. So as what I've said, this is an example of plane ticket from New York to Hong Kong. So before you travel from one country to another, you need to buy a plane ticket. Or if you need to travel from one province to another province, you need to buy a bus ticket or a train ticket. Okay? So this is usually being bought at the station. So next is we have plan. Plan. It means decision or idea. It means decision or idea. So you can say, I have planned to go in Pattaya next week. I have planned to go in Pattaya next week. I don't have plan to study in the university. I don't have plan to study in the university. Okay, so that is what we call plan. Your decision is what we call plan. Next is we have souvenir shop. Souvenir shop, it's a shop, okay, where you can buy decorations or any kinds of displays. So many things that you can buy here at souvenir shop. So if you're going to use souvenir shop in a sentence, you can say, I want to buy displays at the souvenir shop. He works at the souvenir shop. So this is an example of souvenir shop, where you can buy a lots of things, mostly decorations, displays at home, and other stuffs. Okay, so for your activity class, do number 21 to 25, write the meaning of each word, and then use it in a sentence. Okay, so I hope you understood, and that's all about our activity today class, and let's call it a day. See you again in the next period.